fun today. I'm going to make my flank steak with chimichurri. Now I'm going to double this recipe because we're having a bunch of people over, but usually we'll just do one, which is enough for about 3 or 4. What we're going to do is we're just going to do a nice dry rub on it. Some salt, get it all over. Some pepper. I'm just going to let this kind of marinate and let all the spices really infuse the meat. And we're just going to throw it on the grill for a couple minutes and it'll be perfectly done. Alright, so now what we have here is we have coriander. I had whole coriander, and if you can't find it, because I usually can't find whatever it is, ground coriander. So just take it, something hard like a can or something, and just go on over it. So perfect. So we're going to use this on top for the coriander. This is such a good spice. It's very light and lemony, and it's delicious. It's really, really good. Underused spice, that's for sure. That, and we have some ground cumin. Put it in my hand. I just want to rub it down too. Let's get some more cumin. Alright, so now we have the perfect rub on here. We're just going to let it sit there and marinate for at least 30 minutes. And then after that, we're going to throw it on the grill for some delicious flank steak. Alright, for our flank steak, which we still have in there, and a little tip, about 30 minutes before you want to grill it, you want to take it out and let it come to room temperature. So what we're going to do now, we are going to make our chimichurri sauce. So we have a big bunch of cilantro and a big bunch of flat leaf parsley. We are just going to chop this just a little bit just to help it out in the blender. This is very easy. It's a blender sauce that you could do. All right, so you just want equal parts of cilantro to parsley. Let's put this in here. This is such a great flavor. I think I love it. All right, now for the parsley. You don't want huge chunks of it. You want it pretty smooth. You want it just kind of like a sauce. Very smooth and nice. Just spoon over the flank steak. Let's put that in there too. Alright, now we're going to add 2 cloves of garlic. We're going to go ahead and help it out again by kind of, not mincing it, but let's do 3. I'm feeling crazy. Going to smash it up. I'm just going to give it a quick little chop just so it doesn't have to start from the whole clove. Perfect. Now that's in there. Just a little tiny bit of cayenne. Just a little tiny. Just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way with this, trust me. Alright, that's good. So now we have some vinegar we're going to add. Alright. Just a little bit of liquid just to give it some help. And then we're going to slowly drizzle in the olive oil so it comes together.
There we go.
Ready to come together. Salt. Smells amazing. Get a little bit of taste of this. So good. Needs a little bit more salt. A lot more salt. Some more pepper. Maybe just a teeny bit more of this. And just a little tiny bit more vinegar. And then it should be done. It's back on here. Perfect. Now, I'm making this with my flank steak, and we're making just black beans and rice and maybe some mango salsa, but who says you don't have anything green? You have something green. Perfect. Oh, it's so good. If you want to chill it, go ahead, but I'm just going to leave it out, and then when the flank steak's nice and hot, pour it over top. I'll be right back. Alright, so we've let our meat rest at room temperature for 30 minutes. We had this baby in the refrigerator for like a couple hours, so I know it's going to be good. What we want to go do, now in the recipe calls for on the broiler, you can do it, but if you have a grill, just as easy, or if not easier, to do it here. So what we want to do, go ahead and put it on our grill, and it looks so good. Alright, we're going to let this cook for about 5 minutes, not even, maybe like 3 minutes on each side, and we'll be back to slice it with our chimichurri sauce. Alright, so it hasn't been very long, because remember, these things are very thin. It's been about 3 minutes, so we're just going to go ahead and flip it. It looks delicious. Perfect, just like that. We'll let this baby cook another minute or two on this side, and then when we're going to take it in, let it rest, and then we're going to slice it up. Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes on the other side too. So let's go ahead, let's turn off our grill. We're going to take them off, and we're going to let them rest for a little bit. They look so good. Just like that. I'm going to take them in, we're going to let them rest, and then we're going to slice them up. And I'll show you the perfect way to slice the flank steak so it's perfectly tender. Alright, so we let it rest just a couple of minutes. Now, if you can tell, the flank steak, you can see little lines that go that way. So what you want to make sure you do is cut this way. I don't know, I'll show you. So they're running this way. Those are like all the little tendon and strands and stuff. So you just want to cut it like this at a bias. Oh, look at how perfect that's cooked. Perfect. Just like that. You just want to kind of cut it thin. Smells so good too. You want to kind of cut it at a diagonal because it looks prettier, and it will be tender. Because if you cut it this way, it'll be hard to chew. But if you cut it this way, it'll be delicious. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and put it back on our serving platter. Ooh, if I can make it. Just like that. Just going to take some of our yummy chimichurri sauce. Let's go ahead, put it all over it. But I'm just not going to put it everywhere because people are going to take it, and I'm going to leave this on the table so they can dip it or whatever they want. I hope you like it.